What is up, guys? Samuel here, and welcome to another Scratch tutorial. In this tutorial, you will be pretty much doing nothing, but in this tutorial, you'll be learning all about blocks. Every single block except the more blocks. Even I haven't figured out the more blocks part yet. I did figure out a bit of it. So, in this tutorial, you're going to be learning about every single block. So basically, if you learn about every single block and know how it works, you will be able to make anything you want. So once you learn the basics of these blocks, you will understand the language arts and all of that. And on our next video, I think I'll probably tell you about how to draw using the Scratch editor. So first, I think we should open a new project. Any project. Name it anything you want. I'm going to name mine Test. Testing blocks. Save it. And in this video, you are going to learn about every single block in here. Every single block. So this is only part 1. So we're going to be learning about motions, looks, sounds, data, events, and control. The rest I'll be teaching later. So in this tutorial, you will need 2 sprites. And so now let's get started. So the motion blocks, these are just what it sounds like. If I made him move 10 steps, he would move forward 10 steps. If I made him move backward minus 10 steps, he would go backwards 10 steps. X is the same thing. Y is how high or low you are. So if X change X by 10, he'll go higher. X by minus 10, he'll go lower. Set X to, set Y, X, anything to, that means just go this high, this low. So if we did this, he would just disappear because it's too far away. If we did this, he would show. Every single block has a unique texture. And turn 15 degrees. It turns. Dun dun dun. And go to mouse pointer. This is exactly what it sounds like. When the flag is clicked, he'll go to my mouse. If it wants to, you go to the mouse. Every single thing. And wait 1 second. After this block, everything will wait that amount before continuing the process. Repeat 10. That means whatever is inside this loop, it will repeat 10 times. So if I made him say hello for 0.4 seconds, 10 times, he would say hello, 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 hello for 10 seconds. So if you want to see the visible, you always want to put this in to make sure he says it correctly. And this is basically how the repeat 10 loop works. Forever loop, it does it forever. Forever. Never stops unless you click the stop sign. And of course, then there's if. Whatever's inside here will happen if whatever's inside this rectangle thing happens. And for it to check forever, you must do this. Let's say if it's touching my mouse, it will say hello for 0.4 seconds. And that is how it works. Now let's look at the other ones. If else. It's basically the same thing, but the else. If whatever is inside here is not true, then whatever's in here will start. For example, if he was touching the mouse pointer, he would go here. If he wasn't, he would go here. And of course, we have to do that in a forever loop for him to try and, yeah. So he will move, but since they keep moving, it'll be very hard and glitchy and laggy, but it works. And the wait until, whatever's inside, he'll wait until that happens. Repeat until. Same thing as wait until, but it will repeat it until that happens. Stop all. That means it'll just basically click the stop sign. When I start as a clone is a clone of this current Scratch thing. It will not copy the scripts. I repeat, it will not copy the scripts. It is just a new clone that looks like you. And this is the script that starts the clone. So if you made a clone, there's another one right here, right? When it starts as a clone, whatever is in here, he will do. The clone will do, not your real character. And messages. Broadcast message 1. That means someone is shouting out, message 1, to say another place. And then the other person, this represents if he hears it. If this isn't here, he didn't hear it. If it is here, he does hear it. So when he receives his line, he will do it, whatever his line is. And when key space is pressed, whenever a key is pressed, whatever is under that will happen. And looks. These all you have already known if you watch my earlier videos. And next costume, that means whatever, switch to another costume. The next one after the current costume, change color effect. It will make him change color. Set color effect. That's just setting it, the color to say 50. Yeah. And change size by 10. That means he'll get bigger, smaller, whatever. And go to front. See this guy? How he's in front of the Scratch Cat? Well, what if he goes, click this, and he goes to the front? Go back 1 layers. He will go back a layer. Pretty much the opposite of go to front. In the motions, glide 1 seconds to random blank blank. That means you'll glide that amount of seconds to the position you want it to go to. If on edge bounce, that means he will turn a random direction and go away if he's touching the edge. Set rotation style left and right. You want to change him to, if it's rotation style left and right, whenever he turns, he'll do it. But if it's normal, like all around, he will turn upside down. If it don't rotate, absolutely nothing happens. Absolutely nothing will happen. He will never turn. It just senses the way he is facing. And then we have the events. When loudness. Loudness is how loud you want it to record. So let's record something right now, in fact. If you recorded this, we would just say something like, hey, and this would record it, as you can see right now. We would just say something like, hey, and this would record it, as you can see right now. And you can make that sound. You'll say, like, play sound recording 1, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, blah, blah, blah. And you play it on blah, blah, blah. It'll blah, blah, blah. Like, blah, blah, blah. And stop all sounds. If there's a song or anything currently playing, it will stop that sound. This you should figure out. Say instrument 2. You can set the instrument it is beating at, say pizzicato. A lot of things. Change volume by 1 bajillion. It will happen. Tempo is basically how high or low the beat pitch is. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Oh, I forgot data. The data is some kind of thing containing letters. So let's say you made a variable. Whatever's inside here, it will sense it. So yeah. And make a list, it's just a list. Fedorus, WODS. it will add, you can add stuff to like waffles, yay, to the list. You can hide the list, ton of things with it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and in the future I hope you'll use these blocks to make a game.